The DFW Airport Fire Training and Research Center has a global reputation as one of the best in the world. The FTRC has trained over 20,000 people so far from 42 states and most importantly from 37 different countries.
Our team of fire instructors, working with fellow firefighters from all over the world and throughout the United States, we're able to identify needs of the entire industry, ranging from new firefighting tactics all the way up through new equipment that would enhance their safety as well as their effectiveness.
Delta's Flight 191 had just about completed its trip from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Apparently, a sudden shift in wind forced the plane down. The landing gear hit at least 2 cars on the highway. Witnesses say the Delta airliner bounced into the air again, clearing some light poles, hitting into a water tower, and then crashing several hundred yards short of its designated runway, 17L. The plane literally blew apart, and its own fuel tanks exploded.
In 1985, we had a very horrific accident where over 130 people died. As a result of that, it was very frustrating as emergency responders for us to respond to that, because there was such a huge loss of life and really very little that we could do as an organization to save lives. Now, there are many lives that were saved that day, but nobody was happy with the result from that. And while we did everything we could that was within our power, within our organizational resources, we just felt like there was something more that we could do, but we really didn't know what that was. So as an industry 30 years ago, everybody was of the opinion, and it's not just here at DFW Airport, the aviation community was of the opinion that you had to prevent accidents that were for the most part unsurvivable. If you were in an accident, you were going to die. So all of our focus was on preventing those accidents, obviously, where they should be. But the reality is you can't prevent everything, and bad things can happen. So you got to be prepared.
The FTRC, I believe, is best positioned to identify best practices in aviation fire safety. And I say that because we have a very robust facility that we can conduct live fires on real aircraft, to aircraft burn simulators that simulate both external fires as well as internal fires, the intelligent classroom to impart highly effective learning for a wide variety of parties, and a command center where we can actually do the command, control, and communications over that.
When someone comes to us and says we're interested in training at our facility, our folks listen to what exactly they're looking for, what are their needs, what are their objectives, and our team does a fantastic job of customizing the training.
The DFW Fire Training Research Center utilizes a progressive style of educational modeling where individuals learn bits and pieces on top of each other, kind of like a building block system, which incorporates better memory as well as mental and muscle memory, so that when they take this information back to them, they have a better retention of it. The Dallas-Fort Worth FTRC utilizes 2 types of fuels for our firefighter training. Propane, which is a safe, environmental friendly type fuel, allows for greater accessibility and ease of scenario-based training. We also use an E3O bio-based fuel, which incorporates the liquid hydrocarbon 3D effect so that firefighters can get that real-time experience, and that fuel is also environmental friendly. The training courses offered at the DFW FTRC can be delivered in several different ways. On-campus training, where individuals come to our training facility to train. We have also off-campus training, where we send instructors to a location where they can actually train a larger group of people. It's a more economical form in that way. We also have online courses where individuals can do a self-paced program where they can do their annual requirements for training through the online process.
Technology has changed the classroom environment by allowing students to immerse themselves through the visual and tactile capabilities in the classroom. We've learned that a large portion of today's students are visual or even tactile touching learners. The new classroom embraces that style of learning and allows the students to have a vivid experience by virtually touching aircraft systems, walking down the runways, seeing the lighting systems on runways, the markings on the runways, and the signage. Our goal is to give each student an immersive experience through the collaborative nature of the classroom. New technology broadens the course curriculum and gives instructors the flexibility to adapt to the learning curve of the class and focus on key areas that the training coordinator wants to emphasize. We want to be the training center that connects the world. That's what our mission is. Share what we know so that others can be better. It is the vision of DFW Fire Services to be the global leader in responsiveness to customer needs and to set the standard for service delivery.